Good morning, everyone. It's Cowboys Star coming back at you once again on a NFL Sunday morning. And guess what? The Cowboys, they can't lose today. They can't lose today. There's no way. You know why? Because we don't play today. We play Monday Night Football. So, yes, we can say today on this NFL Sunday, the Cowboys won't lose. But before I get started with this video, I would like to remind you all to be sure and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and then press on that notification bell. I do appreciate that. But folks, you literally just can't make this shit up. Of the season that this has been for the Dallas Cowboys, we have a couple of more incidents or happenings, as you might want to say, that the Cowboys only could happen to them this year, as this season has just been a dumpster fire. The clown show that has become the Dallas Cowboys. Quarterback Trey Lance is being fined by the NFL for the unnecessary roughness, as they call it, when he went in a little bit with his head on the sideline after the interception that in the game against the Eagles on safety Reed Blankenship, finding Trey Lance, who has barely played a few series in this NFL this year, $22,000 for that unnecessary roughness. Quote, unnecessary roughness. Number two, CeeDee Lamb has mysteriously now got a back injury. Guess he sustained it in practice. I don't know, but I have a theory of why this back injury all of a sudden has come up. Yeah, they paid CeeDee Lamb in this right before the season started. And I think the stipulation that I've heard since they gave him his money is they want him to be kind of like Deebo Samuel. They want him to touch the ball at least 5 or 6 more times a game, running the ball and catching the ball. And in doing so, CeeDee Lamb has got nicked up this year. And I think CeeDee's saying, well, hell, they don't care about me. They won't even close the blinds for me so I can see the damn ball. Why should I go out there and kill myself and hurt myself? This team isn't going anywhere this year. We don't have Dak. We've got a whole rash of injuries this year. Why should I kill myself? And I can't say that I blame him, if that is what's happening, because it's unreal what Jerry Jones has done to this team to make us the dumpster fire that we have become this year. It's almost like Mike McCarthy was in his last year. He was a lame duck coach. At the time, Dak or CD hadn't been signed. And Jerry just said, screw it. I'm not giving you no help. If you want to get this coaching, if you want to get your contract renewed, Mike McCarthy, you're going to have to take us to the NFC Championship game with what you have, even less than what you had last year. And then all the injuries hit, and it was too late for Jerry Jones to sign any free agents. There weren't any free agents left, because as he always does, he waits till the very end of the, as I said in my previous video, he doesn't sign any free agents in April. He goes on vacation. That's when Jerry Jones and the Joneses, they take their vacation in April when all the big time signings are about to happen. And when they come back, they draft for need. They have to draft the players and expect them to play in their rookie season to fill all the holes that they have. When they're doing it backwards, they should sign some veteran free agents, and had the money to do it, could have signed some veteran free agents to plug all their holes, then draft to back them up, to, fill in all your gaps. But no, Jerry doesn't do it that way. They believe so much in their draft process, which they do a decent job most of the time. But the last 2 years, our drafts really haven't been all that great, as one of my subscribers pointed out. Now, the fiasco that I want to talk about mainly in the end of this video is the top coaches that are suspected that the Cowboys might not be hiring. And some of these folks are just borderline jokes. I don't know why anybody even suggests these coaches that I'm going to mention, and some of them. Number one, the big one that's out there is Deion Sanders is going to come save the Cowboys. What a joke. Come on now. I just don't see this happening. Number one, I don't think Deion's going to leave the college ranks. He's already said that he doesn't want to coach in the NFL. He likes recruiting. Hell, he already gets into it with the media in college. Do you think he's going to stand for some of the incrimination that the media in Dallas gives the Cowboys? Don't see it happening. I know he gets along with Jerry Jones, but I just don't see Deion coming to be our coach. And then they say, well, Deion can come, and then if the Cowboys get a low draft pick, they can draft Shedeur Sanders as a quarterback. Really? Did we forget we just signed Dak Prescott to a $60 million contract for the next 4 years, $60 million a year? If he does get drafted, he's going to sit the bench. He's not going to be starting. So it's all BS, man. It's all just press. I don't see that happening with him. Number two, Bill Belichick. Now, he's old, for one thing. I don't want an old coach again. We got McCarthy. He was old, you know. I mean, I know he is good friends with Jerry Jones, but I don't see him relinquishing any control. And Bill Belichick is going to want control if he coaches a team in the NFL. He's not going to just be a puppet. So I don't see Jerry giving up control for Bill Belichick to be the head coach here. It's just not going to happen, folks. It sounds good, but if it does, it would surprise me. Number three, and these where the hilarious ones come in to start. Tony Romo. Tony Romo as the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. I've been hearing that for the last week. First of all, do you all know what Tony Romo makes? He makes $18 million a year with CBS. And he golfs half the week. And he only has to do one game per week with, CBS. He is not going to quit that cush job and come coach the Dallas Cowboys and make $4 to $5 million a year and work every single day and night and no, 60, 80 hours a week. He's not going to do that. So whatever idiot put that out there, just take it off. Just erase that notion, because that ain't happening. Tony Romo is not going to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. That was the most ridiculous one I heard. Number four, and this one's more recent, since Jerry Jones had spoken on 105.3 The Fan the other day, and he was asked, do you think Jason Witten could ever be a head coach in the NFL? And he said yes, with no hesitation. That was his answer. Yes, with no hesitation. He said Jason Witten has the work ethic, he has the know-how, and he would remind me of another tight end we used to have, the head coach of the Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell. He thinks he would turn out to be that kind of head coach. Sounds to me like he's already crowned him to be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And I wouldn't put this one past Jerry to do this, to go ahead and hire someone like Jason Witten, who's been a part of the family before. He knows Jerry, he knows how he operates, and Jerry knows he can use him as a puppet. So I could very well see him hiring somebody like Jason Witten. And the last two on here are picks that I think would be good coaches for the Cowboys. My top number one selection for the Cowboys is Mike Vrabel, who used to be the coach of the Tennessee Titans, and he was former player with the New England Patriots in his playing days. He's a no-nonsense type of coach. I think he would do well with the Cowboys. It's just a matter of what the pay would be and what would he put up with Jerry's bullshit. And that's a big if. I don't know if Mike Vrabel would want to come into something like that. But I think he would be the best coach available out there right now. And the last person that I have on the list here as the next possible head coach of the Cowboys would be one Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. But I've heard a rumor that Ben Johnson wants $12 to $15 million a year to coach a team, and that's not the way to come in to the NFL as a head coach. I know he's going to want more than McCarthy makes, and there's no cap on head coach. Jerry can't say that there's a cap on the coaching, so but I don't see him coming up with no 15 to 12 million, $15 million for a first time head coach, even though Ben Johnson hung 47 on the Cowboys in their game this year against the Lions. Man, it's just this season has just been one to forget. It has not panned out for me. It hasn't panned out for any of the Cowboy Nation, and I'm ready for baseball to start. Honestly, this has been one season that I'd like to forget sooner than later. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoy the games. If you have the guts, you can watch the Cowboys. They play Monday Night Football against the Houston Texans. I got a feeling Houston's not going to be in that good of a mood after losing last week. They're going to probably come in and take their anguish out on the Cowboys while we're down. Cooper Rush is starting for the Cowboys. I'm hoping to see Trey Lance in there quite a bit. It's going to be interesting, folks. And the Cowboys have also named Rico Dowdle as their number one back. Whoopee. That's really going to make a big difference. You can't run the ball if you don't have any holes to run through. And the Cowboys' offensive line has been shoddy at best this year. So you guys have a great weekend, the rest of your weekend, and we'll get back on here later with another video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.